Good morning, folks. I'm just doing a quick coffee here because, well, I just wanted to show you this morning that my avatar and is still deleted, and YouTube still hasn't answered me. So today is make a video day on this situation. It's a week. I just can't believe that YouTube hasn't answered me or looked at it. I'm I'm in. I don't believe it. Looks like they're not doing notifications either this morning. It looks like am I even live? Here, let me just check. No, I'm not live. How can I not be live? It says that I'm live. What? What's going? This is bizarre. I know, but right now on my computer, it says that this isn't even working. Oh, now it is. That is weird. Huh. Anyways. Technology, it's great when it works, and it's great when they don't delete you. So, my little dog was a very bad dog last night. I did my chores and that, and I came inside and I had one of my brownie pieces, and like these brownie pieces, folks, are like this big and they're like that thick, and they're like monster brownie pieces. They're like premium. The thing probably weighed a pound. It wasn't a pound, but it's one of those super dense brownies that are like this big chunks. You know where they in it's a gourmet bakery. It's that makes them, and like it's got to be. I'd say it's 4 inches by 4 inches, and it's probably about that thick. Okay, good. It's a good solid inch and a half thick, inch and a quarter thick. Anyways, weighs a ton. It's really dense. It's tasty as hell. Oh, she's tasty good. Anyway, so but I had froze them all so that I wouldn't eat them to slow me down. Didn't work out too well. They thawed out pretty quick. But anyways, I had one on a plate, and it was still pretty firm, frozen wise, sitting on the coffee table, and I sat down on the couch. And remember I told you like when my back pain moves and goes to other parts of my body? Well, last night it did something bizarre. It went to my left foot, and my whole left foot went into some kind of cramp. Everything from my ankle, the middle of my foot, my toes, it all curled up, and it was like just unbelievable, the pain. I was just screaming. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I've never had this one before where it would, like I've had different things where it travels through my body when the pinch moves. And I thought, this is just crazy. I was laying there and I was trying to, I lift my foot up and I was trying to put it down, and I was like, it was like debilitating. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. And I guess this was code for Doug to, and I don't know why he did this, because he's never done this before, but he sees the opportunity of when I was on the couch, basically, stunned by this pain and screaming, he just casually turned his head and grabbed the whole brownie off the coffee table, and like it was like glug gone, just like that. And then he spit out the paper, because there's like this little paper doily on the bottom of it they put in the bakery that they sit it on. And then he somehow he does the two glug glugs and swallows it and spits the paper out on the rug. I was laying there on the couch just screaming, and he's like, "You just ate my brownie," and I couldn't believe it. Like, what do you do with a dog that does that? Like, unbelievable. It was like I just couldn't believe it, but I was like, I have left my supper and roasted duck, left it on there, come in here, get some drink, or get, utensils, or, get the veggies or whatever I was doing. And he's never touched anything on the coffee table. Never. Ever, ever, ever. But last night, I don't know if it was me screaming, but and I never give Doug treats. I never give them treats. Yes, people, I know chocolate is dangerous, but you know how much chocolate a 138-pound dog has to eat? And it has to be pure chocolate, not a chocolate brownie. Pure chocolate, a 138-pound dog would have to eat pounds of chocolate to have that effect on them. I know all about chocolate, how it's bad for dogs. Believe me, I know it. I'm totally aware of that. But it takes like a 138-pound dog takes a ton to have to take Doug to the vet and get the injection so he pukes it all back up, like pounds. It would take pounds. I bet you a dog his size would have to eat probably somewhere around 5-6 pounds, maybe 10 pounds of chocolate for him to make him sick. To the point you have to go to the vet, get the injection so that he throws everything up. So a little 4-inch by 4-inch premium chocolate brownie is just a treat. That's all it is. It's just a treat. I don't know why because I don't give him chocolate. Like I don't share my chocolate when I have chocolate. It's like why would I share chocolate with a dog when chocolate is bad for a dog, even if in small quantities? It's bad enough for me, but I've never given him chocolate, like ever. So I don't know why he just thought that this chocolate was irresistible. Like I was totally in shock. Like I couldn't believe it. And I was screaming. I was just screaming. And I'm looking at him like, and I was like, what are you doing, dog? It was like he just, and like these things, folks, they're like, I don't know, how much was it? How much was it? They're $3 a chunk, okay? It's a $3 chunk of brownie. That's what it was. 8 of them was $24. Anyways, he ate it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I only had one more piece left in the freezer. Trying to go back to the freezer and get it. And he didn't think anything was wrong either. When I got the second chunk, this one I guarded very closely to my chest. And he was like sitting there, drooling, sitting beside me. Drooling. And I had the plate, right? And I'm like, where can I put this plate? Because the brownie was frozen solid. You couldn't bite into it. And I was like, where can I put this? And he was like sitting there, and he was sitting there on the floor, and he kept inching closer and closer to the point that his front legs were pushing against me, and it was like getting to the point, Doug, you're starting to get on top of me. And I'm like, where am I going to put this plate? So I ended up coming into the kitchen, putting the plate on the counter, and letting it sit a half an hour, because there was no place safe to put it. Like he was like the drool hanging out. He was like the first piece was pretty good. How about you share the second one with me? I was like, oh, dog. It was one of those things, it was cute, but it wasn't funny. It was like, oh man, it wasn't funny at all. Actually, I couldn't believe what he did. Blew me away. So. Getting up on the counter? No, he just walks around and licks the edges of it, Mindy. He tilts his head sideways and then does the tongue because he doesn't have to get up. His head is like right at counter level. But he's never taken anything off the counter yet. But he's also never touched anything on the coffee table yet, except last night. I just don't believe it. Like, folks, you have no idea how many times I've trusted him, and like he'll be sitting there, and I'll forget something and come back in here and leave my supper sitting there, and he's never touched the supper. Maybe he has licked my supper when I'm out of the room, and I come back and I don't notice that he's licked it. Maybe Doug has been licking my supper all this time. That's possible. He might be doing the little licks, and I'm not aware of it. And I come back and eat my supper and it's been dog licked. Totally possible. I don't trust him anymore. He's no longer trusted. The trust has now been violated. Sort of like what YouTube's done to me. They violated my trust. So, old Rocco took a block of cheese once. I stopped at the big cheese factory outside of Montreal, and I bought like a massive amount of cheese. It was ridiculous. When I found out they took Visa, I bought too much cheese, but it was a big giant chunk of this, like I'm talking a block of cheese, and I was cutting it up to freeze it, and I left the room, and it was like, I'm not kidding you, it was like a chunk of cheese, like but that big around, but that thick. It was a block, right? And I left the room and I came back, and Rocco had the chunk of cheese on the floor, just gnawing at it. And he jumped up on the counter and said, "Hey, that cheese smells pretty good." Anyways, so I had to, that whole chunk of cheese became dog cheese because he successfully put teeth marks all over it and slobber. And I was like, "Oh wow, I guess the dog's getting it." But I didn't give it to him all at once. I took it away from him and then fed it to him in pieces because I assumed that cheese would bung a dog up like it bungs us up. So I didn't really want him to blow his rear end out. But normally, my dogs are pretty good for staying off the counter, stealing my food. I it's like I'm still in shock last night, folks. I wish I had a camera to see it because it was so funny in a way because I was screaming like the pain was unbelievable. My foot, like my toes were curled up and everything. Like it was like some kind of disease had taken over my foot and it was all crimped up and I was just screaming. And out of the corner of my eye, the dog was like, "Oh, brownie time!" I was like, "Oh, Doug." Bad dog. Anyways, so I was really hoping this morning I would wake up and there would be an email either telling me from YouTube that we reviewed it and you're still screwed, or two, I click on my user icon and the drop down menu would show a channel there. None of that happened this morning. Okay. So today's make a video day, do a petition. I'm going to work on this and write a script and try to come up with something constructive to get this ball rolling so we can share it and bring awareness to what's gone down here and how this is just unbelievable. I don't believe it. Today is day 8. It's this is cruel and unusual punishment. It's wrong on so many levels. So many levels. I'm and you know, folks, to give I had a couple homesteaders. I've had actually 2 homesteaders reach out to me, and also I've had some. There's a couple homesteaders that I've actually done shoutouts for that I haven't gotten. They haven't reached out to me, and they know. But I'm really shocked about it actually. But anyways, because I raise animals, I'm not a homesteader really. I'm a YouTuber, but the topic I'm doing, is raising animals and butchering and all that kind of stuff. What's happened to this channel could happen to every homesteading channel that has ever processed an animal on their channel. Every single homesteading channel is at risk. Every one. And the thing is that the 2 strikes I got for the 2 ones that were like the cull, I didn't show any gore. I didn't show gore. I didn't sensationalize it. It was very instructional the way I did it, because that was the year I broke my hand. My hand was broken that year. Because that's when I had Bruce and Matt and the whole crew here that I had hired, that you people helped me hire when I broke my hand to process all the ducks. And it was done, I remember those videos. It was done very professionally and instructional. It was done really well. It was to show how the animals were calm, and it was it wasn't oh, look at the gore, we're taking duck heads off and everything. Now the yard was covered in blood, but it was white snow, so the blood, it did look bad because the yard was completely covered in blood, but that's because the ground was covered in snow. So red against white does show up rather well on video, but it wasn't done in a sensational gore horror type shock, type way. It was just, that's the reality of what it was like here, and there was a story behind it, and I think the video started out with the morning, me saying hello to the ducks and lighting the fire, and the whole process, the whole day was, I remember the videos, and they were and I did a lot of work editing them, and it was the whole day there was actually a story behind it. It wasn't just gore. So anybody out there that does any type of every homesteader out there, to be safe, needs to remove the if you're killing rabbits, chickens, ducks, pigeons, whatever you're doing, you need to they need to take off they need to remove them, or they're going to be in the same boat. Somebody will report them, or PETA will find them and flag them in mass, and it's they really need to. I don't think they realize the danger right now. Like, and because, like, look at me right now, I'm deleted, and that's what I'm guilty of. What I'm guilty of is it's freaking scary stuff, folks. Like, it's unbelievable, actually. I'm going to town today. My doctor's giving me something else to help me deal with this stress, to relax the muscles so that I can move. Because it's definitely a pinched nerve from stress. So I'm not sure who reached out to me yet. It's like I'm doing it. I've got to be. Don't worry about that yet. I'll be doing a video that we're gonna I'm gonna come up with something good. Anyways, I gotta go today. I gotta run to town, and get a load of feed because there's no feed here on the property. So but I don't have to touch that. They're just gonna throw it on, and the skid will be a forklift on, and I'll leave it on there. I'm not gonna unload it today. I'm gonna focus on this video, get my thoughts together, and get the petition and get a proper plan of action together so that we can start a wave of change here and get people to realize that that what's going on is dangerous for everybody, absolutely everybody. I just don't believe what's going on, folks. Fundraiser for the feed. Oh, speaking of that, okay. Just to show you, you guys, everybody knows, folks, you know I'm an honest guy. I try to be honest. I have a saying in life: do unto others as you would like done to you. I haven't done the fundraiser for the last month's bills, but a lot of people out there aren't that honest. So I stopped at M&R Feeds last week because at the end of the month they do their bills, and I got my statement. Okay. And and with the current events that are taking place here on the channel, if I was not honest, a lot of people would let this slide. And actually, Joey at M&R Feeds told me, yeah, man, people do let this slide. So I pick up my bill. Okay, I gotta show this to you. So this is my statement. Okay, so where is it here? Right there. Well, I just show my address. Don't mail me anything. Oh no, my address is up there. Okay, so anyways, there's the March 31st, okay? So I get the bill, and then I look, and there's the statement, okay? There's the total. And I'm looking at it, and I go, okay, that's wrong, because there's no skid of feed, because I pick it up 40 bags at a time. And I'm like, well, we got a free skid. So anyway, I called them, and I had to go through the videos, because I couldn't remember the day, and I was starting to think, maybe didn't I pick it up? Because there's, I'm thinking maybe there's going to be a month there that there's going to be no feed because there's like 5 extra bags every month more than what I pick up. Like, they eat about a bag and an eighth a day. So it was like, I was starting to question myself. So I went through my videos, and I'm looking at the hospital videos, and I'm like, okay, there's 1 bag of feed left in the back of the ground of the hospital. And then the next video I look, oh, there's a big stack of feed. So I was like, okay, somewhere between, I think it was like the 12th or the 13th of March, I said, I picked up a skid of feed. So I called Joey, and I said, Joey, there's something wrong. You got to look at my bill. All right, wrong way. So, where is it here? Okay, there's the date, March 31st. I had to redo my statement, and there's the feed now is on my statement. They forgot to put the feed. Yeah, there it is. They forgot to put the feed on my account. So he thanked me for being honest. But a lot of people, they would just take that and run. They would be like, "Oh, free skin of feed." But I couldn't do that because I'm not that kind of person. I wouldn't like, if my employees made a $660 mistake on a skid of feed, and then that wouldn't be very nice, would it? Because in business, like $660 based on business, after operating and everything, after operating expenses and everything, basically, that business has to generate about $7,000 in sales to make up that profit of me not calling them and telling them that I got a thing of feed. So that wouldn't be very nice of me. So that's, I've been waiting on that revised statement before I did the bill for the fundraiser for the feed. That's it. Oh, boys, I'm a little bit uncomfortable this morning here, folks. Jaden, okay, don't keep asking the same question. It doesn't work that way here in chat. You could trigger me, and if I get triggered, you know what can happen then? I become very grumpy, and when I get grumpy, it's bad. It's a bad situation. Ask anybody here what I'm like when I'm grumpy. Oh, I'm really uncomfortable here right now, folks. So, sitting's hard on me this morning, which is strange. I've been doing well sitting. Oh. Well, it's a long time no see, David, because you're not stopping in, checking out what's going on here. You're the problem, not me. I'm here all the time. Every day I'm here. I don't go anywhere. My life is YouTube. Well, for now, until they delete me totally. Oh, man. Anyways, so that's what's happening here. I'm going to whip into town with the truck, and I'm going to go to the drugstore and see what the doctor has given me to relax my back, because that's my problem. I need to relax it. The stress. I need to loosen it up, because that's what's wrong. Last night it proved to me when my foot totally, like my foot, because the pain went away in my lower back, like totally. Oh boys, that totally went away. Like I totally gone. Like absolutely nothing in my lower back. But whoa, the foot, screaming. It was like everything went to the foot, and Doug sees the opportunity and took my brownie. the bastard, actually. I was so mad. I was like, Doug. Right now he's laying in there in the sun. Oh. I was at a tour bus traveling the world. Jasmine. Oh, that's cute. It was a tour bus, not a school bus. I could do like a what you call it? What are they? A Kickstarter. There's other YouTubers that have done that. They do the Kickstarters, buy a school bus and travel around. Maybe I could do a Kickstarter, buy a school bus, and fill it with ducks and drive around North America. That would be, it would, but I wouldn't get a short bus. I'd get a long one. We could call it the short bus, but we'd get it, like, we need room. We couldn't fit all the ducks. Oh, that would be bad, actually, that many ducks in any bus, but that's quite interesting, Jasmine. Are you psychic? Maybe that's what's going to happen. I'm going to be in a bus. Maybe a big, giant greyhound. Big guy, I was happy living in a bus with ducks. I don't know about that, Jasmine. I'm serious. Like, that's, they do get a little bit stinky. I don't mind the smell, but I don't, it's nice to get away from it. Like I can go in the pen and handle it in the barn, and the garage right now is pretty bad because the little duck in the in the garage is in that brooding state, and her poop stinks like just nasty. I was in there this morning at 6 a.m. and gave her her aspirin. They're standing up. The both ducks today, when I went in there this morning, they were standing up. So that's really good. They were both standing up. That when I walked in and turned the light on, came around the corner, like around the door, and looked, and they're both standing up. And I said, that's a good sign. You know, they're not good, but they're standing up. So, you know, lots of people are giving me, you know, lots of this thing about my back. You know, nothing everybody is recommending will take away my problem. The symptom is the stress. It's like, you know, why do people have a hard time not understanding this? If I wasn't stressed out right now, my back wouldn't be doing this. It's total stress, folks. Like, I don't know why people can't understand this. It's like your body does weird things when you're stressed. You know, it'll give you headaches. It'll, you know, like when I'm not stressed, I don't have this problem. I'm like perfect when I'm stressed. Not stressed. Not stressed. You know? My back is totally stressed, folks. Like, it's totally. I could pump myself full of stuff, it wouldn't matter. It's like I'm totally stressed out. I know this. I'm completely clued into this. Like, you know. Vitamins. Vitamins ain't gonna help me, folks. No, what to fix me right now is for things to go back to normal, so that I can get focused. You know, like I had big plans this year, folks. Like, yesterday I was walking around thinking of what I had planned. Like, you have no idea what I had. Like, well, I do. I've shared some of the ideas, but like I was planning on wiring up the whole property to live stream. You know, I bought like $2,200 worth of encoders to have 8 streams going. I was going to set cameras up all over the place. I was going to buy some more garbage pails. I was going to buy some more tents. I was going to build some structures. Like, I had it all planned out to wire everything up to do. Oh, that's weird. YouTube apping me. Anyways, I thought I turned off all the notifications. I hate when that does that. I had such big plans for this year, you know, and streaming and hatching and like everything. Like, I thought for sure this year was going to be the year that the ducks came mainstream, became mainstream. That's that I based on learning what I learned last year about streaming, and I thought this year I got her down pat, man. Like, there's going to be no learning curve. It's going to be like hit the road running, and everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. Everything has gone wrong to the point of it's not just a setback, it's a deletion, you know? Termination. Actually, no, it's a termination. You know, we've been terminated, you know? I'm like, I can't believe what I had an idea, and this idea, you know, like I bought equipment, like I was investing in the future this year, and I was buying deals up and getting ready, and I bought, you know, oh, folks, anyways, I spent a lot of money, and because I had a plan, because I really thought, you know, if we could stream, you know, like 2-3 cameras at floor level with 1,000+ ducks, plus, you know, the hatch, you know, running the hatch and everything, it was like I thought for sure this was it. This is the year that the duck adventure was going to go through the roof, you know, and we were going to go viral, and we were going to, you know, get a couple 100,000 subs, and people watch, and they would buy merchandise, and just everything would get better, you know, like everything would get fixed, and my all my financial problems were going to be done, because, you know, with volume of viewers, everything changes, you know, the metrics all change. It becomes viable. I never counted on it going the opposite direction. I never in my wildest dreams, I never thought I was going to get deleted. You know, I never thought I would get a strike that wouldn't allow me to stream. You know, like that's like it's that's that. Like it's just I'm still blown away by we're April the 12th, and I'm riding the edge of complete termination on YouTube, because when they find out about this channel, all it takes is the right amount of reports, that I'm terminated on the other channel, and if you're terminated, you can't have a second channel. You know, so now I'm sitting here like any day we could be reduced to just streaming on YouTube, on Facebook, and all the other platforms, which you can only have one single stream running on all those other platforms. You can't run multiple streams like on YouTube. So, but I just don't believe how everything. I've never had a plan blow up like this. That was, and it was working, like it wasn't working the best, because last year the Admageddon thing, with YouTube squeezing all us out, with the creators out with the reduced ad revenue. But I was working on that, with the store and getting revenue there, and so much support from fans donating, and keeping the thing going here, and helping with the bills, and so that we can keep doing this project. And like it was like, folks, we have all this positive energy from the fans, donating, buying merchandise, helping with the monthly bill, on the feed bills, and just everything. So much positive support, but we had this massive negative thing coming at us, which was the termination, and none of us knew that it was coming, and it's so big and it's so powerful. It's like, and then it's ironic, because we got, like we got more food banks now, and the food banks, like, I'll just read here, like, the emails. Okay, this was from the Salvation Army in Pembroke. Okay, the duck eggs are all gone. Our clients like them. If you have any more to give away, we would love them. Let us know, and if we may come and pick them up. So that's from the Pembroke one. Okay, and then this one's from the Ottawa food services supervisor in Ottawa. Good morning, Doug. The duck eggs went over very well. The next time we were in, if we were coming back from Ottawa, we would be happy to stop in and pick up more. Have a fantastic day. Like, you know, it's like people, we're touching so many people's lives, and it's like, it's ironic. We get to the point that we it's ironic. We get to the point where we're doing something better, bigger, and then this happens. Like, it's just anyways. It's so wrong on so many levels. I'm I don't and it's like, this is day 8, you know, like, psychiatrist. I didn't go to a psychiatrist. I know what's wrong. I'm folks. I've been through logistics. Yeah, that's what it is. It was, that it's not proper language for the channel, but you're right. um, but I've been through, and everybody's worried that I'm going to become addicted to painkillers. Not a chance, folks. Absolutely not a chance. I am too strong-willed to be addicted to anything. Well, I am addicted to one thing, streaming, but that's a different kind of addiction. Um, there is absolutely no way that I can get addicted. It's impossible. I don't have that kind of personality. Um, I'm a lot of people, are no, I'm not addicted to coffee. I don't have a touch coffee. It's the first thing in the morning, and I've gone many times without coffee. I'm not addicted to it. Like, I don't wake up, oh, I gotta have coffee. You know, I'm not addicted to chocolate. I'm not, folks. You guys don't know what an addiction are. If you think coffee and chocolate are a problem in my life, uh, an addiction is something you can't do without and you don't do without. Like if I was addicted to chocolate, I'd be in town buying chocolate, because I would not let 4.4 kilometers stop me from getting my chocolate if I was addicted. So, but I'm not that kind of personality. I I am a workaholic. I am that. I am that. But that's because I'm stubborn, driven, focused. There's lots of ways of looking at it, but the chances of me being weak to mask my life, my misery, my pain, or to hide myself in a fog, I don't. I'm not like that. I'm I don't run from my problems or hide from them. That's 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 what I'm like. I deal with it. I might disappear for a couple days just to regroup, but I know I've got to fix things and I know I've got to deal with it, and I'm not going to wallow in self pity and watch everything crumble. I got to come up with another plan if things fall apart. So I'm not gonna hide behind drugs. It's not possible. I'm not that kind of person. Some people, they get addicted to everything, and they got, that's why they can't do drugs, they can't do anything. Like, I bought beer, okay, and everybody thought, oh my God, he's gonna buy beer. Be careful, don't overdo yourself. Well, I was in town and I'm not gonna lie, I bought myself a bunch of beer, and I did have the intention of drinking a whole bunch of it and getting, I guess you could say, depressed drunk, and I got two beer into me. I couldn't drink anymore. I just didn't want to touch it. I tried again last night. I thought, okay, I'm gonna, after the pain and the shooting pain and Doug eating my brownie, I thought, I'll try. And I know I got up this morning and the beer was still sitting on my coffee table unopened. I took it out of the fridge, put it on the coffee table, never even opened it. No. I know I have a problem right now, and I have to. Oh, alcohol and painkillers, they do work together, Jasmine. Don't fool yourself. They work really well together. But it it I I got a problem here, and I have to deal with it. Yes, the best time to quit drinking and smoking is when you're stressed. I quit smoking cigarettes in 1996 when I was losing my business. One of the many times that it was dying, when the grocery stores decided to use video rentals as a loss leader, and I watched 60% of my business disappear in a 30-day period. That really hurts a video store when that happens, and that's when I quit smoking. It was the best time to quit. I was so stressed out, worrying about everything. It was so easy to quit. It was like, I look back at it and it was like, my God, that's the time to do it, is when you're falling apart. Oh, it was like, that was like, that was a good time actually, because I'm so healthy because I don't I don't smoke, man. It's like, man, I couldn't even imagine that. You know how much a pack of cigarettes that when the computer guy was here the other day, that Dell guy, he was telling me he smoked, and he told me what a pack of cigarettes cost. I couldn't believe it. I was just blown away. I quit when they were $6.35 a pack. That was 1996, and I smoked 2 packs a day. He was telling me that he pays $17 for a pack of cigarettes. $17. I couldn't imagine that. 2 packs a day. You could buy a house with that kind of money. You know? I couldn't even. I said, you spend $17 for a pack of cigarettes? Like, that's just nuts. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock when he told me. Don't forget that 17 Canadian, folks. So it's like that would be like what, about 13 US, 14 US. Anyway, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I think it charge $100 a pack. I don't care. I don't touch the things. Like, I know when I quit, I noticed my bank account because I used to always take money out at the Interact, and there was all these $20 withdrawals because I used to buy 2 packs at a time, right? And there was always these $20. Oh man, that really hurts your account when you're taking out $20 all the time on your bank account. I really noticed it when I quit smoking my bank account. That's where I noticed the big difference was because when you're not taking out $20 every day to buy smokes on the old Interact, uh, your bank account doesn't get drained. So I bought a boat with the money. That was stupid, but I was lucky. I sold the boat for exactly what I paid for it. So it was I did well there. So anyways, oh, I couldn't imagine, Rita, if I smoked right now. I'd be in. Imagine how much I would. First of all, your face is leather. You know, like you're being shunned, like I am being shunned. That means I'm on the right track, Juanita. Actually, you know what? I don't know if anybody's. I don't want to get like all psychic and things like that, but I had some serious deja vu the other day. It was very strange. And I don't know, like I believe deja vu sometimes it happens at the strangest times. But it's like, it's like a sign telling you that you're on the right path. Because every time I've had deja vu is when I doubt myself. And I had deja vu not yesterday, the day before. I don't get it very often. And it was exactly what was happening right now. It made what's happening right now feel like it's meant to be happening, which is really hard to take. It's like, you know, that's what I believe, Vista. Call me crazy, but I don't get deja vu very often. I only get deja vu when things are really goofy in my life, and I'm starting to doubt what's happening. You know, and then it happens when and then if I continue down that path, things work out. But if I don't continue, the deja vu happens and I change my plan of action, it doesn't work out. It's sort of like a gut feeling. When you get a gut feeling and you don't listen to your gut feeling, how does that work out in life? I don't know about you, but every time that I don't listen to my gut feeling, things don't go well. You know, it's sort of like last Thursday, when I put all those videos on private because I had a gut feeling that pardon the language, the shit was going to hit the fan, and it did. 3 hours and 18 minutes later, it's just that my gut feeling came too late. You know, came too late. I wish I would have had the gut feeling like the day before. That would have been nice. The gut feeling the day before, then we wouldn't have got the third strike. But we were meant to get the third strike for a reason. And anyways, so today I gotta get everything happening and get a plan of attack put together on video format and get a proper petition spelling out what we want done on YouTube. We gotta get this appeal process fixed, and and start the I will post a link or something to a specific channel, and I'll name it that channel, and then everybody can just jump on that. You can go straight to that channel, post your comment to get that channel to know about the petition about we got to get the YouTube appeal process updated because this is wrong. This is cruel and unusual punishment. This is psychologically damaging to creators. It's like it's grounds for divorce is what they're doing to us. And actually, if we were if we were in a relationship and we were getting this psychological torment that if this was a relationship and this is what happened, the judge would side with us and we would get some kind of settlement. It was like because they shouldn't be able to do this to us. So oh, if you want to talk about sex, last night I came across a video. I shared it in the hospital. Uh, you know, Aussie man, and it was like, it was just like two camels were going at it, and he was like definitely making it sound like porn, but it was comedic. So maybe using animal sex in a comedic way is allowed, but using animal sex in an educational way uh, is wrong. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know how. You know, I honestly I thought the camels having sex on the road and the way he slowed it down, did the reverse, did the zoom in, the slow mo. I thought that was a little more risque than my minute and 17 seconds of catching the ducks, uh, having sex in the bathtub, because that's what they were doing. You know, there was no, and the title of the video was very clear on what was in the video: duck penis, sex in the bathtub. That's what they were doing. Like, there's no other way of explaining it. The ducks were having sex in the bathtub. You know, yeah. And if I would have named it, mating in the bathtub, what's the difference? What is the difference? Like, why is the word sex bad but mating isn't? It's the same thing. Animals have sex. You know, they don't magically they don't magically mate. You know what I mean? The reproduction. Oh, just wave a wand and they're done. No, they have sex. Ducks and all animals, everybody. That's how the world. That's how everything happens. So, triple X ducks. You know. Anyways, they were matting. Do you think so, Jasmine? The ducks were matting. That was it. Anyways. I should have shaved this morning. I just touched my face and it's bothering me. I'm going to go, my friends, um, and start my day. Um, you know, immaculate conception. That's what the ducks do. They don't need to have sex. You know, right? They're they're magical creatures. You know. Yeah, I know. I need a haircut and a shave, Tom. I thought about it this morning. Actually, I was. I might do that. Uh, I might. I might do that before I shoot my video, or I could just do this and look rough to give the video where I could look like, oh, I've just been beaten up. I should have shaved the whole week so I could look really rough, you know, for the video. Don't want to look too good in the video, like, oh, this isn't hurting him too bad. He looks perfectly fine, like the rough looks better, right? Droopy eyes, maybe a little bit of droopy eyes. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be very positive in the video. I'm going to do a good video, you know. You know. What's the biggest lesson I've learned in the duck adventure life, Virginia? Man, that's a tough one. I've learned a lot. I can't nail that one down. You know, I don't know. You know, hold Bentley in the video, like have a duck in the video with me. The problem is, Connie, is that this video is going to be a very complex topic, and I need to focus, you know, on the message. And that's the problem, you know. Like it's there's a lot of notes that I've done, and I've got to and it's not just about the ducks, you know. Like I don't. It's not just about the ducks. It's it's about the YouTube appeal process, you know. Like it's about the YouTube appeal process. The that's what it's all about. It's wrong. It's just wrong. Like this is day 8, and if they're going to terminate you like this, well, one, I think they should lock your channel and put everything on private, because then it's not so mentally damaging to you as a creator, because to watch your life's work being deleted like this, that really screws with the psyche. Like, folks, if I was mentally weak, you know, and think about this, okay? 2 weeks ago we had that shooting at YouTube, and there are people out there that are very unstable, okay? You get taken an unstable YouTuber, and do this to them, delete this much work. If you think about it, demonetizing a YouTuber and one snaps and goes in and does a shooting rampage, do you not think there's another YouTuber out there that if they did this, that they wouldn't snap? Like, you think about it, because young people, don't really have a grasp of the consequences. When you're young, you do stupid things. You don't think things through. In your 20s, and like, you do stupid things. Like they do. I could give you so many examples of stupid things 20-year-old people do. I did a lot of them. Like, it's I'm a little bit different. I'm older, so it's like, I'm taking this on the chin and going, yeah, okay, I gotta address this. But like, if I was like a young 25-year-old, raised on violence and video games, and I was on some kind of antidepressant, and my whole life revolved around online, and I don't know anything else. And then YouTube deleted, let's say 1,000 videos, my channel, everything, my income, and everything gone. And and the current appeal system, the way it's so impersonal, you can't get it fixed. They don't answer your emails. They treat you like crap. They don't communicate with you. They tell you that they reviewed it and they still find you guilty. You could become a shooter. Is what is what you could be, and then you snap, and then you show up at the YouTube complex and become front page news, like that's the deal, Well, it's like it's bad, you know. And it's that has to get fixed before someone gets hurt. It has to get fixed. They can't do this. They can't do this appeal process the way it is. You know. You know. Like, they can't. They're if they're going to terminate channels and you're going to go through they're going to lock you out. They should. That first thing they do is they need to put the videos on private, lock them private, so that the creator doesn't feel that all is lost. So that it keeps everything level, sane. Keep the sanity. On right there, instead of having it right now gone. Like, I know it's still there, folks. Like, I know that all the content is still there, because somebody at YouTube, all they got to do is flick the little red switch and boom, it all comes back. Okay? I know this for a fact. Like, I know it. It doesn't. Nothing gets deleted in the world. On the internet, it's there. So I'm not at that. Like, I know, but there are young people that don't know this. They just think if it's deleted and it's gone, it's out of sight, it's gone. Like, there's no bringing it back, and they just go boom. So, I believe that if we start a campaign and a movement to bring awareness to this, I believe. Maybe I'm being naive. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm being naive right now. But I believe that maybe this could be reversed. So I know it's still there. I know it's all still there. It doesn't. It isn't like it's been bit scrubbed or bit bleached or off the YouTube servers. It's all there. I know that for a fact. So we just got to get the right person in front of the little red switch. So You're Samantha. You're in a burnout job. I don't understand your comment. Who pushed you out? Oh. I did email them, Chris. And it's right now. It's in front of the reviewer. Well, allegedly in front of the reviewer. Oh. So that's what the email said, that it's in front of the reviewer. But this is now the third morning. So now it's time to do a campaign. I said I would give them a week, and I'm being civil and communicating with them. So now we need to make this. We need everybody to know about this. What's going on? And I got to do a really good video. Like, it's got to be a really good video. And I'm thinking I am going to go shave and cut my hair, because I'm touching my face here and it's driving me nuts. And I can feel the back of my hair. I just felt my hair move. So I think I'm going to clean myself up. I might start the video off with a duck. I might. So you might be seeing me outside catching Bentley with the net. Hopefully he isn't covered in duck poop. I might have to put him in a towel. So maybe I'll start the video off with Bentley, and then yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think it was Connie that came up with that idea. You're right, Connie. I think it was Connie. Was it you, Connie, that came up with it? Yeah. Okay, so Connie gets the star. Can someone give Connie a star? And end with Tiny. Tiny's covered in duck poop. Dirty goose. I'm not bringing Tiny in. Tiny's nasty. Tiny is got no hygiene. No hygiene whatsoever. So Tiny's a disgusting female goose. Just a dirty goose. Doesn't do the bathtub very often. It is the crud that hangs off the bottom of her. She's a dirty, dirty, dirty goose. Oh. I'd be better off with one of the big geese, put it that way. So, but I still gotta wash their feet off. Tammy, she doesn't clean her belly. The underside of her is just gross. No, I gotta start off with Bentley, because Bentley's got that poof. He's sort of cute, you know. But then again, Stripper would be good too. But Stripper's not the best. She's whack job, you know? Like, okay, my computer just turned on. Why would my computer, hang on folks, because I can't see the chat. Okay, it helps if you put the right password in your computer. Yeah, I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna do that. But I gotta get his feet clean, because he'll have duck poop all over his feet. How am I gonna do this today? I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wash Bentley's feet off, dry him up, and then shoot the beginning of the video. Actually, you know what I'll do? Is I'll shoot the beginning of the video, because I'm gonna do, the video's gonna start off with like about a 60 second clip of what we do here. I'm only going to allot 60 seconds to explain what the duck adventure is, and then I'm going to jump into the appeal process on how it has to get fixed, because we know the attention span of people on the internet is really low, short, not much. So I've got to be to the point. Not everybody can sit on a stream for an hour, you know. Not everybody's got that attention span. Okay. I got to start my day. I've got to get my act together here and start the ball rolling. And I got to eat. I got a little bit of gut rot here, so but I'm unavailable now, Mindy. I'm not live right now. I have been deleted live. So I'm live. Oh, F5. I know. All right, I'm gonna go, because I got to start my day, and I have to drive to town and get what you call it, a skid of feed. I'm gonna do that right now, actually, real soon here. I'm gonna eat first, then go to town, do that, then do egg recon, and then I guess catch the little poofy head duck, clean them up, and shoot the beginning of the video. Oh, and stop at the drugstore, right? See what my prescription is. Well, actually, I'm gonna stop at I'm gonna stop at the bank. Not the bank. I'm gonna stop at the bank is right beside my doctor's office. I'm gonna stop at the doctor's office and find out what he has. His idea is to help me loosen up my back so that this pain goes to another part of my body, and I can start. When am I gonna start? Start moving. Oh, man, I'll tell you, I'm lost here. Okay, folks, too much in my head now. Gotta go, and we'll be talking. And like I said, I'm gonna come up with a whole plan today. Today is make a plan day, and get this campaign happening, and maybe we can, maybe we can get this. Maybe we can turn this into a viral event, and we can become as famous as the giraffes. Live. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe, you never know. You know what? I was surprised last night. I've never watched the giraffe live stream, but they got like 475,000 people sub to that giraffe channel, and you know what? They don't have any sound on their live streams. Like, there's no sound. It's just a live stream silent. I was like, well, how could this be viral with no sound? Like, I don't understand it. And they got the YouTube. They got the YouTube Top 100 Animal Channel Award last year. Silent. Like, like, why silent? There's no reason for silent. You know what I mean? I don't understand why it has to be silent. Unless they have people walking around talking about their Mexican cartel connections, and they're smuggling stuff through with the giraffes, and they don't want people to know. I don't know, but it's like, I don't understand these streams that are silent. Like it's and people love it. I don't know. I like the sound. I think the duck pan has some good sounds. Mother Nature, all the birds, and well, I don't know, Tammy. I think Peace and Quiet in the duck pen is pretty good. It's pretty peaceful out there. Just all you hear is little birds and the ducks quacking, and it's not like you're hearing a bunch of equipment running and jackhammers and vehicles. It's pretty well just ducks and birds. It's like you're there. If you want peace and quiet, put on the VHS of the log burning video on your TV. I got to reboot one of the cameras. She went out last night. The Wi-Fi went out. I got to go do that and reboot that. I'll do that when I do Egg Recon. The stream went down last night. I couldn't access it on the network. So, all right, I'm going to say goodbye, folks. I think I'm going to cut my hair and give myself a shave so I feel good, and then get Bentley here, and the screeching could be Blue Jays. Could be the Blue Jays screeching. They do screech. They don't have that song sound like a blackbird has, or the grackles. The Blue Jays, they just make a lot of noise. All right, I'm gonna go, and I'll keep you informed, because we're going to attack this, and it's time for us to, I guess we could say, it's time for the battle cry on the duck adventure, to see if we can get this awareness to this and start the ball rolling to get this repeal process, because I just can't believe it. Like, I don't believe it. So, talk to you later. Thank you for joining me for this quick coffee that has dragged on for 65 minutes and 29 seconds, and I'll talk to you later.